It's been around half a year since I've returned to Growtopia, and let's see what has happened so far. I guess in the meantime, I'll do my eternal, never ending farming project that I have. But first, let's mention the biggest elephant in the room that's always haunting Growtopia: inflation. So, we all know that inflation is really terrible in Growtopia. Though when I first returned, items were cheap, very cheap, mainly because of Valentine, so that's to be expected. But even then, compared to 3 years ago, these prices are horrendous. Let's say if you have even just farmables or any sort of rare items, they just have went like double or triple up in price. Which I mean is, yeah, you're not really losing anything out of that, I suppose. But I, I guess unless you have like nothing in inventory for years, then of course you'll be broke after 3 years still. Even if the price of item goes up, the price of your item also goes up. So in the end, you're left with the same value of items that you already have. It's just that they're worth more diamond locks now. But it's just not that easy. Because just like after 2 months of Valentine, everything just goes up a whole lot. Most of the common stuff really, they don't really go up that much. What really goes up though is the super rare items, golden items, farming items, all that. Those goes up. Because the value of blue gem locks and all that stuff, they go down. So therefore people will have to pay a higher price for items that were previously pretty cheaper. I mean stuff like Golden Angel, it reached like almost 80 BGLs. No, they reached like 120 BGLs sometime in May, while they were like 60 in February, which is like, come on, like what is that? How does, not only that, it's again very unpredictable, because sometime like maybe a week after the items reach their peak in price, they'll just magically go down, and if you buy at the top, you lose your value instantly and lose a ton of BGLs, which obviously sucks. And you cannot predict it at all, again, because not only events are a factor in the whole inflation thing, it could also be the updates that Ubisoft likes to roll out, which I will talk about in a bit. But so yeah, inflation, it's definitely worse. It's clearly worse after whatever happened back in November of last year. It's like some duping thing, and then they didn't remove them or something. I don't know. It's just that everything after that point is just shit fest. Every item just 100x in price. It just, yeah. Like the whole Summerfest thing, it just doesn't make sense either. Because I'd say like a month before the event actually starts, the items of everything already went down a whole lot. But then, just like a random week or 2 or 3 days before it just goes up, because the value of BGLs will go up or go down, and then your item price lose value or they gain value, whichever happens. You can't predict it. It just sucks, really. Of course, everything would be way easier if every prediction goes your way, but that's just not how it works. So, what's next? The bots, right? Everyone favorites since like 2018, I'd say. And comparatively to back then, there were no bots, of course. But back when 2023, they were pretty egregious still. I think like it was still 80,000 and 90,000 concurrent players, which is not possible, as I has mentioned. The real number of players in Growtopia is probably around 10,000. and that's pretty generous already. 10,000 is, I mean, it's a lot of people, it really is. But you can't say that when there's 8 times more amount of bots playing at the same time as you are, all just doing the same thing, which are either breaking farm rules or making dirt farms. And also not including the times when they invade the current event you're playing, like Valentine, where they will probably spam Wild Love, which is not really that. It's It's kind of an problem. I mean, something like Beach Party, of course, is a giant fucking hindrance because they steal your points and you can't do anything about it. You can't report the bots because they'll just come back in half a second, even if they're automatically banned. They'll come back, of course, they will. So far, in the 3 years, they haven't done a whole lot to prevent the bots, I'd say. Like, the most they've done so far in the past half a year is just banning them. They just ban them and then the bots come back. Or whenever there's not an event, of course, there will be lesser bots. So that's like the perfect time to play, I guess, which is kind of stupid in its own way. 3 years ago, they had the whole quiz thing that you had to answer a math question, which apparently didn't work too well. And then they did the whole account thing where they just make it so logging in is 10 times more of a fucking hassle because now your credentials aren't remembered. So like if you don't play for like 3 days or something, or you're just disconnecting like 10 times in a row, you're gonna have to put in your password and your name again, because who wouldn't want to do that? And after all that, the bots still rampant. They are still everywhere, in every facet of the game, even in trade worlds. Try entering a trade world nowadays, you're met with bots spamming their, usual casino world to make you play them. Which is, I mean, the whole stem of the problem really is that casino is a big thing, so there are bots and then they kind of coexist together and help each other. As I said, the only thing so far they've done to mitigate the bot problem is sometimes once per week maybe banning like half of them, so the game has like 20k to 30k players for a little bit until it actually gets filled up again eventually. Not just only that they spam a whole lot and it's a hassle to ignore them from if you're in like a trading world and they're just covering the whole screen. They also create a lot of other problems, like they can make crystal price drop from all of them just spamming Geigers, or they can make farmable price drop because they are focusing on doing fireballs, so they can make event item price drop because there's so much of them doing so. They create a lot of supplies for those items, so the price goes down, of course. Not only that, they can also make a lot of dirt farms, and if you were to accidentally buy one of those dirt farms, you may get that world nuked. So there's no way to prevent it. There's literally no way to make sure if your world is made by a bot or not, so it's just literal hell. It's a big mess. Bots are a big mess, and they are, from what I can see as a normal player, not doing a whole lot to fix it. Kind of sad in a way, but yeah. What's next? Scams? I put down scams. Like, what are the scams that are new nowadays? I don't think there are any, which is a good thing, really. The most common way that you can get scammed nowadays is just being shitty at math, because I did get scammed once, the only time so far, and it's because I was buying chandeliers for the rate of 1.5 chandelier per Roblox. For some reason, I did the calculation. Instead of that, I did 1.5 Roblox per chandelier, which means I paid like 30% more diamond rocks to a guy, And yeah, because of math, I made myself lose like 60 damn blocks, which is not very fun, as you could imagine. I felt very stupid, unsurprisingly. Of course, I tried asking him for the things back. Of course, he ignored me. That's to be expected. You just gotta be not shitty at math, and most of the time you won't get scammed. I mean, I've seen some people get scammed from buying surgery packs because they did math wrong and there were less surgeries or less tools and all that. And yeah, there's not really much else to the scammer factors of this game. Okay, let's talk about the actual updates that Ubisoft has implemented in those 6 months. The whole 6 months, these are all the update to the game that they have made. That isn't just adding a new item to an event. First off, we have the removal of world lock recycling. Who does this help? No one. It was fine. I mean, I guess recycling blue gem blocks for 2 million gems causes the price of the price of blue gem block to be high or whatever. Like, they did do that by removing the ability to recycle diamond blocks in blue gem block in like earlier this year. I didn't play when that happened, or like in winter or something. But yeah, that didn't do anything because people just recycle warlocks. It didn't do anything. It just made so that it's more of a tedious task because you now have to break the diamond lock and recycle the world lock. So it just takes more time. Okay, so the solution to after all that was to finally remove the ability to recycle these bitches. Like I said before, they promised in their post that they will make an update of sort to balance out the removal of this feature, but that has never come. It's just empty words that they're making. After months so far, recycling warlocks, yeah, you get less gems, or you don't get any gems at all, but the inflation is still the same. The economy is still fucked. It did not make anything cheaper or anything. It just made stuff more expensive. Now you have to do a lot more like roundabout ways to get gems, like baking robotic locks like I did last time. So it's even more of a hassle to get gems now. Thank you, Growtopia. What a helpful feature that no one asked for, so it helped no one. And it's just gonna keep being like that. It's never coming back. It's just never coming back. After that, we have the UI redesign. And the UI, I mean the chat. It's not the best thing ever, really. It's like there wasn't anything really wrong with the first or the old version of chat, other than the fact that you can't copy and paste. Oh look, you can copy and paste on this one, but I mean it's a small feature. It doesn't need a whole redesign for that. And it also makes it that it's way more cancer to play on mobile. It just no, it's not. It's not a good redesign. No one asked for it. That's the thing. It's just making updates that nobody wants. Of course, not mentioning the fact that the day one, like the first few hours of the update, everything was broken. Just that filter broke everything, make screen flickers, made it so that if you exit the world, the chat just goes down, made it so that if the chat is down, your player would be centered in the middle of the screen. It just sucks. Like, all of that problem took like 3 weeks to be fixed. Like, what are we doing? It's just so bad. It's just so bad. None of these updates are good at all. It's just so terrible. And well, here's the biggest elephant in the room. The newest update if you can call it, is that if you haven't heard, Growtopia is now no longer available on Steam starting December of 2026. Growtopia on Steam, at first when I discovered it, I thought it's really good, right? You don't have to install a launcher every time the game updates, which is still a thing by the way, after 12 fucking years or a lot more, you still have to download the game every time there's an update, which is so stupid. Just update the game in the client. So finally, I thought the solution is here. That's Steam. Steam automatically updates the game. So that's a good thing. I tried playing it, and guess what? You have to log in into your Ubisoft Connect account. This UI that pops up that asks you to log into your Ubisoft account to play the game. And if before all this, if you have a Grow ID, you can't just put your Grow ID. You have to make a Ubisoft account. You have to make a new account, which makes no fucking sense. Like, that's so incredibly dumb. Why I don't get the thinking here. So let me check SteamDB on how well the game was doing. I mean, of course we know the reviews are bad because there's a lot of fucking problems with the game. So if we look at this chart, yeah, it makes sense why they are shutting down this whole thing. Like, there's 300 people playing it at the peak, and it's 100 people only using the Steam launcher. It makes sense, you know. It's like the whole console thing that they did a while ago. It's just not a lot of people play on console, so it makes sense for them to shut it down and all that. But this is depressing though, like fucking 300 players just on Steam. Like, it, of course it doesn't help that they make it the whole Ubisoft Connect thing, but this is really bad. So it makes sense that they are shutting this down. But of course that raises a lot of questions, because does that mean that they can't afford it, or it's just too much money to put into, or resources to maintain Steam? If it's really is a problem of money, it can't be, because they make that whole emotional event and made like $1 gazillion with that one. So it can't be that. It's just that, you know, it has to be that there's not a lot of people playing on Steam, so it's just shutting down. That's kind of it's funny though, that like that's the 3 update to the game in 6 months. They removed Roblox Recycle, they redesigned the UI, and they removed the game from Steam. Like, hooray, what a good fucking update. I'm not counting the tutorial option update, that's just stupid. Okay, I think let's just move on to something more positive. The game for me as a whole has been pretty fun. Coming back, meeting a whole lot of new people thanks to uploading to Growtopia. It made me realize that this game is actually way more sociable and more alive in a way than I thought it was before. Because before, oh my god, there's 12k, they banned 20k bots. Because before uploading, really, I had myself. I didn't have anyone else to play with me. Only had myself to play with, and you do go insane sometimes because you only have yourself to scream into, and can't really have any questions or fun with anyone else. So yeah, it's been fun meeting new people, and most importantly, of course, the whole clans thing or guilds. Joining a guild was definitely the best decision of my Growtopia career so far, because it has made it so playing the game with actual people more fun and enjoyable. So if you haven't joined a clan or guild, you should, because make sure you actually interact with people who are also playing the game like you are. You can talk about, you know, just general things, or just farming methods, or profit methods, or just make fun of people when they do some stupid gambling decisions. Like, all of that just helps it make it so the game is way more fun to play. So who could have figured that one out, right? can't believe that a social game is important to make friends in. It's not really a social game, it's more like sandbox RPG, but you know what I mean. I mean, other than making friends, stuff like farming has not really changed that much. It's just the same process. You gotta get good items so to increase your odds of getting more blocks. And well, the biggest thing I've discovered again is minings, using mining explosives. It definitely makes farming shitters like bathtubs a lot more enjoyable. Because who would want to hit 12 times to break a single block, right? Definitely not me. I made a video on that about that whole thing, but I still haven't uploaded for some goddamn reason. I should definitely. Other than farming all that, it's definitely been fun to actually be able to participate in events this time around. Because most of the time I was just only playing for Summerfest and all the other events. I didn't have any type of capital to spend on anything. And yeah, I gambled a lot as well, clearly. And I lost a lot. That's just the part of the process. If you dare to gamble, you have to be prepared to lose a lot of damn blocks. Yeah. What event is next though? Oh yeah, definitely Paw, right? Player Appreciation Week. I mean, I remembered. I have to recheck this one. I didn't even check the 2025 one, so let me just see. Take a quick glance on what happened there. They had a fashion show, okay. New blocks. Okay, this is pretty stacked for one day, definitely. No, just normal blocks. Okay, added sponsor items. And yeah, they added fashion show. Interesting. That's they actually added the fashion show in Paw. Why does it have to be Paw? It's just can you just add it like a normal thing? Because it's just whatever. Okay. So I see they are moving away from the whole 7 days a new feature a day thing, because this is just a day. There's nothing else. Every day item feature are implemented in forums. Every day. Yeah. So what did they add? Wardrobe? Oh, okay. The wardrobe that you can only have 2 sets on. Only 2. Yeah, that's great. You can now see. Oh, they added that during Paw. They added this. What? Okay. Yeah, I bet a lot of people suggested that one, right? Ubisoft. Oh wow, a ton of people asked for this. They asked for the screen to be blocked for like 10%. That's so great. Hidden in plain sight new event decades so by consuming mystery lens. This is kind of meh. And fashion show. This is actually the only features that were added. Oh my fucking god. They added 1 day worth of features in 7 days. I mean, that was it. Holy shit, 7 days. And they're just doing 1 day. It's just 1 day. It's just 1 day. Like, what are we doing? What? Okay, that's really bad. I have really poor expectation for this year then. What do you mean? It's only 1 fucking day, man. That's so bad. So let's do a little fun game. What features do I actually want for Paw this year? Let's just do the most copium of features ever and suggestion. First, we want to hide the screen. Let's just hide all this. Secondly, we want the old gem picking up sound back, because for some reason that was removed. The most copium one would be to remove this whole chat UI, but that's not gonna happen. Definitely make it so that you can buy multiple packs on the store, because absolutely no one wants to buy a pack at a time in Valentine or summer. No one wants to do that. That's just fucking dumb. And for some reason it's still a thing in the game. and they've never had it because it's just how it goes. I mean, the next one would definitely be to have more items than 200, but that's just not gonna happen. Maybe make it so that you can put more than 2 BGL on a vent, because what the fuck are we doing? Like, most of the items in the game are the rare ones, are like 3 to 4 BGLs, 3 above, and you can't just buy them from a vent. It's just so fucking annoying. You have to talk to people, to haggle with them, or to just wait for them to get online, which you never will, and you can't buy them from the vent. Why the fuck are we doing it like this? Like, oh, a Rayman's Fit, that's like 1,000 BGLs. You cannot buy them from a vent. You have to put BGLs in the world. It's so dumb. Like, there's no reason why it should be limited to 2. I mean, I guess maybe to prevent scammers, but like, you'd be so fucking stupid if you fall for something that costs like 70 BGLs on a vent or something. This is not gonna happen. Why should it be 2 BGLs still? I don't know. It just shouldn't be. I mean, what else are there? Like, this whole thing that they added 1 year entirely uses all that code for fucking nothing, which is great. I mean, that's really all I can think at the top of my head currently. They are the biggest problem right now in the game. But I mean, I think we are just ready for another year of disappointment, really, because nothing's gonna happen. It's just not gonna be a thing. There aren't gonna be any good updates. We're gonna be disappointed, and we're just playing the game as normal because that's just, we want to be rich, we want to profit, we want to make friends, we want to complete our goals in this game. It's a good game, really. But whatever Ubisoft's fucking smoking in their offices, they're just not helping with how the game is going at the moment. Of course, I think one of the most wanted feature would definitely be to, if you were to disconnect from a Surge E, you shouldn't get fucking malpractice. Of course, it's also an exploit, you know, because what if somebody intentionally disconnect, then they get the free legal breeze, which is bad, of course. And then it's not your fault because the server is shitting itself, so you just get a malpractice. I guess in a sense that's like a problem with the server. You need a better server, clearly. Getting, like, the game is still making money. It's just the server is still so not good, especially in events where the first stage is gonna be completely cancer. You can't do anything about it. You just can't. They can though, but they won't, because that's just how they operate around here. I mean, I remember like seeing a Reddit post of some screenshot from like 10 years ago, where Seth and Hamumu in like the news, they're like happily announcing that Growtopia is getting a server upgrade. You can now handle more players. Remember when the game used to have 100 players per world? Remember that one? It's gone. All that's gone. Oh, it was such a dream. Even now, they will never announce something like that. They'll just say nothing, because that's just how it goes. It's overall just a cycle of pain and suffering. Oh my god, Angel Wings, that's pretty good. That's pretty fucking good. What else do I want? I mean, that's like the top one things I want now, really. I want the GAC though, that's for sure, but that's not gonna happen. So that's kind of everything I want to talk about right now. I guess I could talk about what I want to do in the future. Well, like everyone, my goal right now is to get a sponsor item in the game. Of course, everything can be solved with just a whole lot of BGLs. I definitely want to get myself a Rayman Fist. It sounds like a big dream. It really is. I'm only a few hundred BGLs away. But every day it just seems like it's getting further and further away from the grasp of my palm. It's such a dream item, you have to admit. But it's never ever getting any closer, it feels like it. Well, who knows? That's definitely what my goal, getting the Women's Fist. Mac plans and growth scan would be cool. I actually had a chance to get a few Mac plans once when I sold my julep, but I fortunately had to just gamble. I could not stop myself. What a tragedy that was. But I think those two are way more possible to obtain than the goddamn Raymond's Fist. I mean, I'd hope to hit a bigger subscriber milestone, so press that subscribe button. But really, it's been fun uploading and interacting with people in the community, and I look forward to continue doing so because I am not stopping anytime soon. I hope. I hope. Certainly. I'll fucking play this game until I complete all my goals, which could be forever, but we'll see about that. Thanks for watching.